All right, the House Judiciary Committee is demanding records into an IRS investigation of Hunter Biden's business dealings. And just yesterday, whistleblower Gary Shapley spent 6 hours in a closed-door congressional meeting, testifying on what he calls a slow walking of the Biden family inquiry. This was in Shapley in an interview earlier this week describing what he saw.
There was multiple steps that were slow walked at the direction of the Department of Justice.
Had you ever encountered that before?
I have not, no. These deviations from normal process, and each and every time it seemed to always benefit the subject.
Representative Claudia Tenney joins us now. Congresswoman, thank you for joining us. Explain to us what this meeting was about that he was interviewed for 6 hours. Explain to us. It seems to me he's trying to get whistleblower protection from Congress so he can talk to you all about it. Is that correct?
Well, first of all, as a member of the Ways and Means Committee, because this is such sensitive information, we can't talk about the details, although there have been news accounts, as you just reported. Remember, the Republicans set up a new portal just so whistleblowers can come forward to create the maximum amount of transparency in all of our federal agencies. As you know, we've had a huge problem in the past with leaking, and often under the Democratic administrations, leakers will go out and smear someone before we've had the chance to get all that information out. So while we can't comment specifically on what he said, he's free to go to the media and talk in other ways. But what we can tell you is that we have very carefully gone through the process that should be used in order to make sure we ensure transparency and accuracy when dealing with a whistleblower. So this whistleblower's attorney reached out to the Ways and Means Committee, and he has met with both Republican and Democrat members and recently testified in front of in front of staff, as you reported accurately. We are not allowed to comment on the substance of this, although there have been news accounts that it does reference potentially Hunter Biden's laptop, the illegal operations between Hunter Biden's family, Joe Biden, the $11 million transfer under a Ukrainian bribery scheme, some of the transfers between a Chinese operative, a corrupt Chinese operative, and the Hunter Biden family. So these are things that we're going to carefully go through the process and hopefully get an accurate accounting of. We can't confirm whether it was actually the Hunter Biden story that was talked about yesterday, though.
Okay, well, fair. You can't confirm. People are protected. Even Hunter Biden's protected, especially when it comes to his finances, IRS. But the implication here is that he's being looked at by the IRS for his potential tax debt in relation to his position at Burisma, which was a Ukrainian energy company, while Joe Biden was vice president. What is the implication there? What is the concern there?
Well, our concern is, first of all, the IRS commissioner told us that we would not be retaliating against any whistleblower, yet a whistleblower alleges that he was moved off a key case by the Department of Justice, that would be Merrick Garland's agency, just because of information of a sensitive nature on a high-profile person. You know, we can draw a conclusion, or we can say that could be Hunter Biden, it could be this case, which I think is all going to be coming to light. And we want to make sure we do this properly as Republicans. We don't want to rush to justice and try to smear someone. But as you know, this has been out for a long time. Miranda Devine disclosed the laptop from hell. Big tech agencies did everything they could to prevent the American public from knowing this was happening. I founded the Election Integrity Caucus. This was clear interference in our election in 2020. So we want to get to the truth of this. And when this comes out, I think the American people will know that this is a bombshell, and the corruption will lead us directly to the big guy, who is Joe Biden, and that is not even coming from this whistleblower. This is what we know based on IRS records. James Comer, head of the Oversight Committee, has already revealed documents that, to me, would indict anyone, and I'm an attorney, who is involved in schemes of this nature.
Look, we see all the work you all are doing, especially James Comer and the investigation. Just remember, 10% to the big guy. Who's the big guy? I think we know. Representative Claudia Tenney, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.